Hello, my name is Tyler Greer. This is role playing assignment number 3. The questions regarding BankView. The first one, do you think that with the flat rate projections and CEO and CFO considering cutting costs that the company would be willing to add in another expense for a CRM software solution? Next one is, do you think it would be more valuable to spend more time and money either hiring salespeople with more experience or at least providing them with the correct training needed instead of trying to implement a CRM software? Third one is, why do you think the sales have flattened out over the past year after having such great success in previous years? And have you considered getting rid of some of the salespeople who are not performing and hiring new salespeople willing to put in the time and effort to make the sales grow again? And also, do you think if there was a company standard as far as reps turning in reports or anything along those lines, that you would see a change in sales over time? And the last one that I have is, have you thought about how you would manage to keep the accounts of a salesperson if they were terminated? That's a big question considering you're trying to cut costs by firing salespeople, but if you lose their accounts, you would also be losing money that has been coming in from those accounts as well. And the next questions are about GelTech, and the first one is, what is the situation like regarding managing accounts, and does the system need updating? And how often is it an issue that companies make comments about switching and buying products from other companies? The third one is, how is the difficulty of managing and keeping track of all the accounts impacted sales overall? And the last one is, if we could update the system and make it easier to manage accounts and keep track of all the different markets, how would that impact the sales or the ability of the salespeople to do their jobs overall? Would it help? Would it really not make much of a difference? That's the real question. And as far as High Point Solutions, there's a need for a VP because everything comes back on them. They're relied on to run the business smoothly and cover their regions while keeping track of all the sales. And there's also a need for a contact management software company-wide. When there are some salespeople who use it and some who don't, then there's going to be a wide variation of the sales reports coming in, and there will be a lot of inconsistencies with sales. And there's also a need for more accountability with salespeople following up with customers. There's really no excuse for not following up with customers. That needs to be made a priority, or you're going to lose major accounts that may be bringing in a lot of money for you. And there also needs to be a method put in place to keep the territory of a salesperson when he or she leaves the company. The company can't afford to take a loss of that size because someone leaves. Someone needs to either step up and take that territory over, or divide it between people, or just overall make sure that that territory isn't lost. You need to do everything you can to keep that territory, because that's a lot of money that the company could be losing overall.